Good morning. We will officially start our lecture for today. Today is a Saturday, February 10th, and our topic is going to be common mistakes in writing task 2. Niners has a collective information of what are the common mistakes in writing. One of the most challenging or difficult parts or subtests of the IELTS examination is definitely the writing subtest. There is a big percentage of students failing this exam compared to the other subtests, such as listening, reading, and speaking. But today, in order for us not to fail the writing subtest, you need to intensively take note and listen to all the tips here in today's lecture. All right. We will not tackle these first few slides in detail, but I will read it for you. According to British Council, the national average band score of test takers in writing in the Philippines is 6.3 for academic and 6 for general training. This is the national average band score of test takers. It's quite low compared to the other subtests. Examinees who obtain a score of 6 in any of the IELTS subtests can be described as a competent user of the English language. However, most test takers aim to get a 7 or higher to secure a work visa or university eligibility in English-speaking countries. Unfortunately, people who take the test often fail in the writing subtest. So we can assume that the writing subtest is a nightmare for everyone. That's sad. However, to avoid being in that situation, of course, you have to prepare. As the saying goes, preparation is always key. Okay. Listed are the common errors in writing which must be avoided to get a 7. So in order for you to reach the band score of 7, you have to be able to avoid these errors. As stated here, these are common errors, okay? Meaning most people, most students make these mistakes. Everyone can see my screen, right? I'm highlighting things on my screen. I want to make sure that everyone can see what I'm doing. All right. All right, so the first error that students commonly do in the writing subtest is poor question analysis. Poor question analysis. What does that mean? It simply means you did not thoroughly understand the question itself. You failed to analyze the question. Meaning, if you fail in analyzing and understanding the question, that would lead to giving the wrong answer, writing about something that is not actually what was asked for. Or, worst case scenario, you're totally off the topic, something like that. So poor question analysis means you were not able to identify what is the key instruction, what is the main instruction in the given question in the subtest. Okay? You must first understand the question to know exactly what the examiner is looking for. Let's put emphasis on the word to know, on the phrase to know exactly what the examiner is looking for. Sometimes when we're in a hurry or when we are overwhelmed with nervousness, we don't read instructions intricately or meticulously or carefully. Vocabulary lecture pala to, no? Daming synonyms eh. All right, so if you fail to know what exactly the examiner is looking for because of poor question analysis, you will most likely fail substantiating your answer with what exactly you were asked for to do. One of the biggest mistakes students make is not answering the question properly. Okay. Not answering the question properly. Well, there's no need for you to, I know there is always time limit in your tests. As far as I know, you only have 40 minutes to accomplish the writing subtest. But do not take this for granted. Huwag natin i-underestimate ang power of understanding a question. Because if you did not understand the question, you will most likely not deliver the appropriate answer. And that means you are doomed. If you do not answer the question fully, you can't score higher than a band 5. That's sad. Okay, so what is the solution? What should you do in order for you to have a good question analyzation skill? In order to do this, you must first identify the question type. What kind of question is this? Then, identify the key words in the question. And finally, identify the instruction words. Let's say, ma'am, napakahirap naman kasi ng tanong. Like, the way the question was constructed is so difficult to understand. What if I really didn't understand the question? That's why what you have to do first is identify what type of question it is and identify keywords. In every test, keywords are so important. So does context clues. So you also have to identify instruction words. It's a full package, okay? You can't leave out the keywords and then just focus on the instruction words. You can't just identify the question type and then don't focus on the instruction words. It's a full package. Follow these steps in order for you to have good question analysis. Why do we need to identify the question type, keywords, and instruction words? In order to find out what the examiner wants you to do with the question. In order to find out what the examiner wants you to do with the question. We will look at these skills in more detail below. Okay, more detail. Okay. Okay. Writing without planning. This is another common mistake when it comes to writing. Have you ever heard the expression? Okay, here. I'm getting a hang of it, finally. There is a quotation that says, failing to plan is planning to fail. Exactly what this means. Exactly what this means. Let's read it all together. Failing to plan is planning to fail. In other words, kung wala kang plano sa buhay, you are most likely to be stagnant. You are most likely not to succeed. You are most likely to fail. That's all because of lack of planning. I want to emphasize right now the importance of planning. In any aspect of your life, planning is definitely important. So, writing without planning can lead to failing the task. The students who get the highest marks plan before they write, and they often plan for up to 10 minutes. Okay, again, pumapasok dito yung time management. This is how time management is so important. Because it says here, you have 10 minutes to plan and then 30 minutes for the writing task itself. It's okay. Why? Because most execution of tasks succeed through thorough planning. So if you are going to give time in planning, you are most likely to create a successful composition. Okay? However, you need to know how to manage your time. Because during the exam, there's no rewind, there's no replay button. Everything is about having the right time management. Okay, planning helps you organize your ideas. These are the benefits of planning. To organize your ideas, and structure before you write, saving you time and helping you write a clear essay. All right, let me share with you the tips that I give to my other students as well. So I am training kids. Hopefully later I can also share with you one of my students' videos, or probably her audio, not her face. I'm sorry, I can't show you her face. It's a confidential thing. However, I will show you at a very young age, she is well trained how to construct her ideas in a limited span of time in order for her to create a structure in her essay and speech. Okay. We have different methods that we could use. We have the sandwich method. Sandwich method is introduction, body. The body has 3 subtopics, and then conclusion. However, the sandwich method seems easy, but it's also very meticulous because the introduction is also it's also divided into subparts. The body is also divided into subparts, and the conclusion is also divided into subparts. However, that is an essay writing lecture now. So what I'm talking about is, if you want to organize your ideas, if you're writing an essay on the writing subtest, you have to make sure that you have good structure. The introduction, the body, and the conclusion. Other methods such as prep method, you can use it when you're answering agree or disagree questions. And then prep method is point, reason, examples, or example, and point. That's another structure. Okay. So, why am I mentioning the sandwich method and the prep method? Those are the most basic. Those are the most commonly used structures when writing or making a speech outline. Welcome to our latecomers. Okay. I wish you guys could. I feel like mas maganda yung face-to-face. I see your reactions. Right now, I can't see anyone else's reaction. That's sad. Okay. So, all right. The reason why I'm sharing about the sandwich and the prep method is because you can also use them in writing, especially on the planning part. You don't have to, when you're planning what you're going to write, you can just create an outline and then start on the official writing. Because the technique is think of a good hook, think of a good introduction, and then on the body part, limit it into 3 points. Probably, let's say the topic is, are we supposed to feed stray cats? Do you agree or do you disagree? So if we use the prep method, we can write there. I think I should make use of my Google. Okay. I want to show you guys what the prep method is. Okay. Sorry, I have here some notes because this is the evaluation that I gave to my students. So I'm just going to show you what the prep method looks like. Let's say the topic is, I'm going to change the topic. Children should have limited time to use their smartphones. So on your first point, you have to state whether you agree or disagree with this topic. You have to make it clear whether you disagree or you agree. Hindi pwedeng salawahan, okay? You have to make one decision because you have to justify that answer as well. So, my student answered, children should not have limited time to use their smartphones. Meaning, yung estudyante ko, that student disagreed that children should have limited time to use their smartphones. Ang sabi niya, should not have limited time. Siyempre, bata yun. Alam naman sabihin mong, alam naman sagot niya na should have limited time. Pabor nga sa kanya yung unlimited time to use his or her smartphone, right? So, ang sinagot ng student ko, children should not have limited time. So, this is just preparation. This is how you prepare for a specific writing activity or a speech activity. Why am I comparing speech and writing activities? Because they are very similar. How you prepare, okay? So now, I asked my student to state reasons why he disagrees that children should have limited time to use their smartphones. So reason number one, children can't use their smartphone when they really need it. Emergency situations, that's what the student meant. They can't study well. Meaning, nowadays, digital age, students want and need their phones in order to browse the internet or find resources on the internet. And third reason, they can't know what time is. Okay, so yeah, this is something that is actually true because me, sometimes I'm wearing a watch, but my watch is not really showing the accurate time because probably the battery's off or something. So yeah, most of the time I use my phone to check the time, and it's normal. So ayan yung mga reasons niya why he disagrees that children should have limited time. O ayan, yung this is what I'm talking about, that you should have a structure first. And then kapag actual writing na, dun mo na isusulat yung details. Examples. What are the examples relevant to this topic? You can give your own examples, personal examples, or an example that is well known to many, something like that. So, children should call someone, but their limited time is finished. They can't use their phone to call. So, probably the student experienced that kasi sa Korea, parents download an app. They download an app wherein students can no longer access the internet, like yung anak nila, hindi na nila ma-access yung internet. Let's say, the parent only gave 1 hour or 2 hours. After the expiration of 2 hours, automatically, the phone will not access the internet. So, ito yung ibig niyang sabihin dito, that yung mga bata na binigyan ng limited time ng parents sa phone, hindi na niya magagamit yung phone niya, let's say for emergency purposes, like an emergency call or needed to contact the parents for emergency purposes. So yun yung example na binigay niya, okay? That's why, point, reason, example. And then last is the point. Meaning, kailangan mo nang i-summarize yung gusto mong sabihin. Alright? But as you can see, this is just an outline. So the reason why I'm showing you this is because I want you to be aware of how preparation can be so important. At least when you have written all these points, all these keywords, now meron ka ng masusundan na guide para yung ideas mo hindi nagpapaligoy-ligoy or yung ideas mo concise and your thought organization mo is effective, okay? So that's what we mean that you need to plan what you're gonna write. And it's okay if you spend 10 minutes planning. It's okay. At least you still have 30 minutes to write the actual writing activities. Okay, ang tagal natin sa part na to. Okay, let's move on to another common mistake in writing. Misunderstanding the instruction portion of the essay question. Ayan. Hindi tayo nagkakaroon ng mga problema sa misunderstanding. Alright. Most relationships fail because of misunderstanding or misinterpretation. Okay? Right. So, as you know, hindi lang relationships ang nagfa-fail when you have misunderstandings, but Most importantly, the task itself is going to fail. If you misunderstood the instruction, OMG, instructions are so important. Why? Definitely, if you don't know how to use a certain product, you won't be able to use it on its maximum potential. If you guys are familiar, meron kasing there's a glue that my husband bought, and it's called epoxy. I don't know. I don't know exactly how to pronounce that glue, but sabi niya kasi epoxy daw yun. And apparently, when he bought it, there are 2 tubes. I don't really understand how to use it because I'm not a very handy person when it comes to house stuff or whatever. Apparently, I opened one of the tubes and I started sticking something with it. To my surprise, it didn't work. The epoxy had no effect on the thing that I was trying to. Actually, ano siya, takip siya ng kaldero, okay? So yung handle, ididikit ko sana dun sa takip. However, the thing is, hindi ko pinag-mix yung dalawang components ng epoxy. So, nun pala, kailangan palang i-mix. That's because I did not read the instruction. So, definitely, yung goal ko na maidikit yung takip ng kaldero and the handle of the kaldero, the handle of the pot, I was not able to stick it. It was not successful. It failed. So I want you to get the idea. What the reason why I'm sharing that is because you will definitely, you're doomed to fail once you misunderstand the instruction part of the essay question. All IELTS essay questions include a sentence that tells the student precisely what they are expected to do. Take note of this. What the heck? Okay. No, that's not what I wanted. Okay, all IELTS essay questions include a sentence that tells the students precisely what they are expected to do in the written response. Maayos naman daw yung instruction. However, you are the problem. It's not me, it's you. It's not you, it's me. Okay, so the thing is, maayos yung instruction eh. Kaso nga lang, you misunderstood the instruction. So definitely, you will most probably fail this part because of misunderstanding the instruction. That's why understanding the question is 100% the key in delivering the correct answer. All right. In most case scenarios, the instruction in a test will include words such as discuss, analyze, argue, support, or refute. So ngayon pa lang, i-google nyo na yan. Ano ba ibig sabihin ng analyze? Ano ba ibig sabihin ng refute? And the student is expected to respond accordingly. Ito yung key instruction dyan eh. Respond accordingly. Pero ma'am, what if hindi ko nga kasi magets yung instruction? Pilitin mo, okay? Pigain mo yung utak mo. Yeah, you have to make sure that you understand the instruction. That's why vocabulary buildup. You really need to. Vocabulary has a very big role when it comes to effective communication. Because if you have limited vocabulary, limited then yung understanding mo of what the task is requiring you to do, and limited then yung maibibigay mong sagot. It's that simple. So, if you spend too much time doing leisure activities or leisure activities, we're talking about activities that are actually things that you do on your free time. But what you gotta do is manage your time, diba? Instead of doing wasteful activities that do not contribute to your well-being or do not contribute in you passing the IELTS, then check your priority list. Check your priority list. Pwede yan, kaya yan. If you can improve your vocabulary every day through intentional effort. Intentional effort. Okay? Hindi mo dapat iasa lahat kay IELTS coach. Because I'm not gonna be there for you 24/7. You, us, your coaches, we're not gonna be there for you 24/7. We're not gonna be there with you during the examination. Kaya naman, help yourself, okay? The key to understand the instruction properly in the essay question is for you to be able to have a good and enriched vocabulary bank. And in order for you to understand the question and to respond accordingly, you have to be able to know keywords that are used in asking questions. Let's move on. There's an example here. All right. An example of the instruction. The internet is replacing many traditional forms of communication. This brings with it more negative than positive ramifications for humanity. Discuss this and state your opinion. Okay. Let's check the keywords. The internet is replacing what? Traditional forms of communication. The internet is replacing, meaning ang internet daw ay nagiging substitute na ng traditional forms of communication. What are the traditional forms of communication? We have telephone. Very few individuals are now using telephones. Are people still using fax? Are you familiar with fax? Yun yung pag in-email mo yung letter, it will be printed. It will be printed in any other country. But I don't know if people still use it these days. I feel like hindi na. So another traditional form of communication is using a feature phone. Do you guys know what a feature phone is? Pinahirapan ko pa no? Feature phone is a keypad phone. Keypad, yeah. Yung mga may keypad pa na cellphone, yung hindi touchscreen, yeah. Definitely, internet replaced that. Because yung mga featured phones na yan, yung may mga keypad, walang internet yan. And another form of communication is face-to-face classes. So, the internet can replace face-to-face classes through the use of virtual classes, such as this, what we're doing right now, Zoom. Pero iba pa rin talaga pag face-to-face, no? Anong letter? Ednel Canlas. Okay, you're giving me some examples. Exactly! Ba't ba hindi ko naisip yan? Naabutan ko naman yan in letters. Thank you so much for this really bright insight. Napaghahaltaan po ang age. Just kidding. Alright. Okay, yeah, yung letter, it is one of the most, I mean, Ang ganda kaya actually, I experienced sending letters to people. I think I was in elementary when slowly letter sending is being replaced by email sending, email transactions. Ang sad, no? Because letters are so meaningful. Why? Because you exert so much effort in writing a letter with your handwriting, with your special pen, at iniingat-ingatan mo pang huwag madumihan yung paper. And then you're exerting effort to kind of gandahan yung penmanship mo or handwriting mo kahit ang pangit naman talaga. Just because you want to be able to express your feelings to a person so special to you who lives miles, thousands of miles away from you, right? So I experienced that because there was an activity in school wherein find your pen pal. And apparently I found a pen pal named Gemma. She's a girl and she's from UK. And we started writing with each other, and she was sharing with me her life in UK, and I was also sharing with her my life in the country where I was living at that moment. So yeah, letters are so 1990s. Okay, this brings it with it more negative than positive ramifications for, okay, kagaya ng discussion kahapon, context clues. Let's say you don't really understand what ramification means, okay? Hindi mo mag-gets yung ramification. But with the help of context clues, you can assume what ramification means. It says here, brings with it, brings with it more negative than positive ramifications for humanity. Meaning, you would definitely understand that a ramification is something that entails internet replacing traditional forms of communication. Okay? So, ramification can be positive and negative. So, ibig sabihin yan, advantages and disadvantages, consequences for humanity. This brings with it more negative. May mga negative consequences daw ang internet dahil ni-replace niya ang traditional forms of communication. Now, discuss this and state your opinion. Okay. The instruction here is gusto niyang malaman kung do you agree on it or do you disagree? And pero ang pinaka gusto niyang malaman from you is yung negative consequences of internet replacement. Okay? Why? Sabi niya kasi, the internet is replacing many traditional forms of communication. This brings with it more negative than positive ramifications for humanity. Okay. So an example is that you have to state first if you agree or disagree. And then after that, you have to discuss your opinion. Pero ang hinihingi niya, discuss this. Pag sinabi niyang discuss this, what is this that we're talking about? The negative. Ano ba kasi magbilog? So sorry. So, para sa akin, ang pagkakaintindi ko dito, guys, ang gusto niyang mangyari here sa instruction is that you discuss the negative consequences. Ramifications means consequences. The negative consequences of internet because of replacing the traditional forms of communications. Kasi, yung sentence niya dito, this brings with it more negative than positive consequences for humanity. Meaning, gusto niyang i-discuss mo yung negative consequences ng pag-replace ng internet sa traditional forms of communications. Okay? Can anybody give an answer? What are the negative consequences of internet replacing traditional forms of communication? It could probably be maraming positive effects, pero ang hinihingi kasi dito, what are the negative consequences or what are the negative effects? It could be fast-paced culture. That's one of the negative consequences. Fast-paced culture. Or laziness. People who have less physical activity. Right? Why? Definitely, mas madaling mag-type or click anything on your phone or on your device than writing, than going to the library, right? Or may gusto kang sabihin, instead na puntahan mo lang sa bahay, you can just call. Misleading due to false information for content. Wow, yeah, scam, fraud, definitely. There are so many different kinds of fraud, right? On the internet, there's phishing, there's scamming, there's what else? Hacking, yung mga ganyan. Grabe, napakatalino naman ni Ednel. Student of the day. Very good. So yon, gets nyo ba kung paano nyo i-analyze yung instruction given? Sabi dito, discuss the negative ramifications of humanity. Pero, you can also state your opinion. So, the instruction sentence is directly telling the students how they are expected to formulate a response. The problem many students run into is that they misinterpret what the instruction sentence is really asking them. You have to avoid this, huh? Avoid misinterpreting. This in turn causes the overall relevance of their essay response to suffer. The overall relevance of their essay response to suffer. Because of wrong interpretation or understanding of the instruction, it will lead to overall, mawawala daw yung overall relevance ng sagot mo. Meaning, mali pala yung pagkakaintindi mo, mali yung ginawa mong nilagay mo sa content mo. If you have found this is a problem for you, let's go over a few sample instruction sentences and state clearly what they are asking. Okay. Can I ask Jade to participate? Hi, Jade. Paki-unmute and can you please read this? Jade, are you there? Anyone from the group who would like to volunteer? How about you, Edno? You will only read it. Nobody? Nobody wants to participate in the reading. Okay, I'll read it. Many young people today are using not only the illegal, but also the illegal drugs. Discuss the causes of this disturbing trend and enumerate the effects. Bakit ba walang T? Before suggesting your solution. What are the keywords? Let's find the keywords. Many young people today are using not only illegal drugs. We're talking about the main topic here is illegal drugs. That's a keyword. Okay? Again, we have the instruction word, which is discuss. This is the instruction word. Discuss. Ano daw yung gustong i-discuss mo? The causes of this disturbing trend. Causes. Bakit daw young people today are using illegal drugs? Ano daw yung dahilan? What are the causes why young people today are actually using illegal drugs? Enumerate. Isa pa tong keyword. Enumerate the effects before suggesting your solution. Okay. Unang tanong. Unang hinihingi. Discuss the causes of why young people today are using illegal drugs. Do you see how you identify the keywords? It's easy, right? Easy peasy. Sabi, dalawa instruction. Discuss the causes and enumerate the effects. At may isa pa. Bali tatlo. Suggest your solution. Hi, Catherine. You can turn on your video if you want. Uy, mamaya magre-request ako Turn on your video so that we can take a group photo. Right. You understand? There are 3 instructions. Discuss the causes, enumerate the effects, suggest your solution. Failure to accomplish a single task can affect your score. It can lead to point deduction. Do we like point deductions? Definitely not. We don't like point deductions. So, read the instruction carefully. Topic is, many young people today are using illegal drugs. What could be the cause of young people using illegal drugs? Yada, yada, yada. Probably stress. Stress in studying. Peer pressure. Or emotional instability. Those are the causes of why young people are using illegal drugs. Or probably not just peer pressure, but influence from parents. It happens, right? Kung yung parents nagda-drugs, most likely, their kids will go on drugs too. Sad reality. And another thing is, bakit ba kasi kayo nagli-leave ng room? Tuloy nadidistract ako. Kapag ka may pasok ng pasok. No, just kidding. But anyway, maybe yung internet connection you guys, your internet connection is unstable. Is that the reason why you guys are on and off the meeting? It's okay. Tanggap ko kayo. Right? Let's go back. Yun daw yung causes why young people today are using illegal drugs. Wait na ako. Next. Ang next na instruction is...
God.
Some people have not muted their microphones and we need to mute. Okay. Next is enumerate the effects. So since meron kang nilista na causes, of why young people are using illegal drugs, might as well iparallel mo na lang din yung effects. What do I mean? So, ang una kong sinabi, isa sa dahilan why young people are using illegal drugs is because of emotional instability. What is the effect of that? So some people are going through some mental situations wherein pinaganda ko pa, depression, okay? Depression. So the effects of a person using illegal drugs is it can lead to suicidal tendencies. Suicidal tendencies, okay? So one of the causes why young people today are using illegal drugs is because of emotional instability or depression. What is the effect of that? The effect of depression and the usage of illegal drugs, when you combine those together, it could lead to suicidal tendencies or else fatal. It can be fatal. Okay, another example is peer pressure. Another cause of illegal drugs is peer pressure. Hindi mo naman pwedeng sabihin kahirapan kasi drugs is accessible in the minority group and even in the people who can afford it, right? So, what could be the effect of peer pressure? Of course, one of the effects of doing illegal drugs is definitely misaligning your life. Okay? Or hindi naman kailangan parallel sa cause, pero pwede rin namang what are the effects of illegal drugs? So, mental effects, there are mental effects, emotional, definitely, physical, definitely, such as violence, domestic violence, many other stuff, okay? So, once you already discussed the causes, enumerate the effects, and now suggest your solution. What do you think is the solution to stop young people today in using illegal drugs? Why am I shouting? I don't know. Sobrang hyped up ako. Probably because of this Nescafe coffee. Just kidding. So, ayun na nga. Suggest your solution. What is your solution? Any solution? Rehab. Okay, sumagot si Jade. Rehab. Yeah, rehab. Abstinence to the activity. Psychiatrical consultation. And other stuff. Okay? So, ang point ko lang dito talaga is for you to understand how to analyze questions properly and how to be able to understand the instructions. The discussion naman is clear, right? Okay. Let's have another example. Who wants to volunteer reading? How about you, Ma'am Karen? You are one of the most punctual and what do you call this? Ano sa English yung masipag? Masipag umattend. You're always on Zoom classes and you always attend Zoom classes, Ma'am Karen. So, would you like to read? Or baka busy siya right now. Anyone who wants to volunteer? Kaya mo na yan, ma'am. Grabe kayo, ah. Nahihilo ko. I'm actually kind of dizzy today because buntis yata ako. Joke. No, actually, I think we slept at 2 a.m. yesterday because I helped prepare for like my niece's birthday party today / binyag. So I slept at 2 a.m. and I'm kind of dizzy. But I'm fine. The show must go on! Ang init. Naiinitan na ako kasi ano na, 9 a.m. na. So, actually, I am now in the second floor of our house and this room is totally hot. So, please excuse me for 1 second. I need to do something about the heat. I also want. I'm hungry. Okay, I'm back. Wait lang. Sobrang mainit na talaga dito eh. Whew. All right, let me read the second example. Since nobody volunteered. Ito yung kaibahan sa face-to-face classes eh. Pwede na lang ako tumawag bigla ng mga ipagpa-volunteer ko. Pero pag dito, parang ang hirap niyong pilitin, ha? Alright. Sending criminals to prison is not an effective way to deal with them. Right? Let's find the keywords. Paladesisyon. Ano na? Zoom. Sinabi ng wag eh. Alright, so sending criminals to prison is not an effective way. Take note of negative words so that hindi kayo magkamali. Alright? Hindi daw epektibong paraan ang okay, wag ko na Tagalogin. Hindi daw effective yung way ng pag-i-imprison ng mga kriminal. Really? So what's the most effective way then? Do you guys have any suggestion? What is an effective way to deal with criminals? Wag daw ikulong eh. Wag daw sintensyahan. Wag daw sintensyahan. Okay, so it says here, giving them education and proper training is the better option. Really though? Well, okay, I'm open to suggestions, so this is debatable. Tara, mag-debate na lang tayo. Payag daw ba kayo yung mga kriminal hindi na lang daw ikukulong? Oh, what's your state? Agree or disagree? Sumagot naman kayo. Tatype na nga lang eh. Epekto ng gutom. To what extent? Oh, ito na yung tanong ha. Pay attention to the question. To what extent do you agree or disagree? Ayan na. This is an indication that the instruction is asking you whether you agree or disagree. Hindi sinabi dito pumagitna ka, ha? It doesn't ask any other question. The only task na hinihingi sa'yo dito is whether you agree or disagree on the certain discussion. Agree ka daw ba? Who the heck? Christian, why are you calling me? Okay, let me answer. Why? Guys, please excuse me. Christian, what is it? I am having a Zoom class right now. Yeah. So why are you she can use so that she can join our meeting right now. Could you please do that?
Ito na, ito na. Ito na po.
Thank you, Christian. Bye. You're apparently disturbing our class. Okay, so importante naman pala yung sasabihin niya. It was about a student who was not able to read the memo. She didn't get the memo. So pumunta siya doon sa sa Kabanatuan Review Center. Who is this? I think there are students adding me on Facebook. I'll accept it. Okay, let's go back to our Mary. Yeah, I muted it for a little while kasi tumawag yung IT staff dun sa merge. So, apparently may student na nagpunta doon. So, I just asked them to provide a computer so that she can join our meeting right now or our class right now. Okay. I'm no longer on mute, right? Everybody can hear me. So, let's go back. The only thing that is required for you here is whether you agree or disagree. Diyan papasok yung tinuturo ko sa inyo kaninang prep method. I was telling you about this, right? Prep method. Point, reason, nawala yung example. Ito yung example. Okay. Point, reason, example, point. You can use this structure if you want. Or the sandwich method. Or the other methods that you want. Pero kung ako sa inyo, gamitin nyo na lang yung easiest method. Because why? We want easy. And we want fast. Hi, welcome. Welcome to the Zoom class. Okay. Ginagamit muna ni Christian yung kanyang Zoom account kay ma'am na nasa site ngayon. Okay. So, ano yung take nyo sa discussion na to? What is your take on it? Meaning, what is your opinion? Do you agree or do you disagree? Please type your answers. I'm waiting. Christian, are you also joining our class? Because 2 accounts joined. Oh, why did you leave? I thought you were going to stay. Okay. Hi, ma'am. Si Jeveline. Just a quick recap, we are talking about the common mistakes in writing. So it is highly important that you understand the given instruction and what it's asking from you. Okay? In my case, actually, yung sagot ko dito, they have to be punished, so they have to be sent to prison. I disagree na hindi sila dapat. Ang hirap naman kasi ng tanong. So, effective way naman yung imprisonment. Pero ngayon, may mga program ang mga prisoners. May mga, what do you call that? What do you call that? May mga programa naman in jail that helps their developmental growth as an individual. However, ano pa rin ako, gusto ko pa rin na makulong sila because they have to be punished for what they've done. Okay? And they will not learn. Hindi sila madadala if they are not imprisoned, I believe. Lalo na sa cases na murder and rape. Ano? Hindi kayo magsasuffer. Yung victim lang nag-suffer? Of course not. Sabi kasi dito giving them education and proper training is the better option. Meaning, hindi na daw i-imprison. So I disagree. They can be imprisoned, but they can also receive, baka pwede nating baguhin yung sistema sa loob ng kulungan, that they can still receive education and proper training. It's happening nowadays, but I don't know if education is happening within the premises of imprisonment. But I highly disagree. Kailangan nandun sila sa kulungan. Okay? So this is a very tricky situation. Kasi parang sinasabi dito sa umpisa, sending criminals to prison is not an effective way to deal with them. Hindi daw yun effective way. So, yun yung kailangan mong malaman, kailangan mong sagutin. Kung agree ka ba doon or disagree. Diba? Siyempre, panindigan mo yung sagot mo, whether you agree or disagree. This can be tricky, but if you analyze it properly, para kasing nililito ka So you have to stand firm with your answer, whether you agree or disagree. Okay. These are the effective ways. The things that you can do in order to substantiate your answers. I'm hungry.
Wala.
All right. Discuss both sides of this argument. Phrases like this ask students to analyze the opinions of others. Thus, students would be best to follow a discussion essay format and analyze the merits or lack thereof. So, thereof, of the topic or position presented in their essay question. So, kapag may nabasa kang instruction that says, hala, wait lang. Guys, excuse me. Nahihilo ako bigla. Sabi ko naman sa inyo, huwag kayong nagpupuyat sa maling tao, ha? Ayan tuloy, nagkaka-vertigo. Hindi nga, totoo. That was shocking. I haven't had that in a long time. Bakit kaya ako nahilo? I got 3 a.m., 4 a.m., 5 a.m., 6 a.m. 5 hours of sleep naman. It's not that little. But I don't know. But I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm okay. Okay. So, if you read the instruction, discuss both sides of this argument. It asks you to analyze the opinion of others. Ibig sabihin, you can discuss the negative and the positive side of an argument. It requires you to discuss two sides, not just one-sided. It's not just an agree or disagree. It's not just an agree or disagree thing. You have to discuss both the pros and cons, advantages, disadvantages, negative, positive, positive, negative. Okay? If you read that instruction, it's asking you to provide both perspectives. Got it? Good. Kahit wala naman talaga nagre-respond. Pwede naman kasing mag-chat. Sabi niyo, yes, ma'am, we get it. Or, yeah. Yeah, dude, you're cool. Okay. What is your opinion on the subject? Ngayon naman, ang hinihingi dito is your opinion. For those, alam mo, it is a very big advantage that a person is opinionated. Because you're never running out of reasons, right? And I think being opinionated, dito mo yan magagamit. Magdami kang say sa buhay. Oh, isulat mo ngayon lahat sa essay. No, but you still have to limit the scope, okay? You still have to make sure that you are still hindi ka ma-off topic. Relevant pa rin yung sinasabi mo. Okay? Your opinion on the subject. Kaya nga subject. Ibig sabihin, dun ka lang mag-focus sa pinaka-topic. Do not go from one topic to another and then napunta na sa kung saan-saan. Make sure that you have organized thoughts. Okay? Yes, please. I want to eat. Okay. So, next is another instruction that you will be reading. Discuss both views and give your opinion. Ito naman, hinihingi na rin yung opinion mo. It's a combination of discuss both sides of the argument and what is your opinion on the subject. Okay, so, ang hinihingi dito, discuss both views and give your opinion. After mo daw ma-discuss yung pros and cons, yung advantages and disadvantages, then give your opinion. So 3 tasks ang hinihingi. Discuss the negative, discuss the positive, the 2 sides, the 2 views, and then give your opinion. Maaari kasing dun ka sa negative, dun ka sa positive. Kaya naman, you have a chance to give your opinion. We are being faced with 2 instruction sentences. Okay? My stomach is growling. 2 instruction sentences. Here, we would respond in a discussion essay format, sharing our personal opinion at the end. You're given the chance to give your appeal. So, everything clear? Kapag sinabing discuss both sides of this argument, it doesn't say give your opinion, so don't give it. It just says, i-discuss mo yung dalawang side. Ngayon naman sa question na to, yes, you're allowed to give your opinion. Isa lang yung instruction. And now, meron namang cases na discuss both views and give your opinion, meaning dalawa yung instructions dito. You have to accomplish the 2 tasks, which is give your view, your viewpoint, and then give your opinion. Ito yung kanina ko pang sinasabi. Do you agree or disagree? I always say this on our one-on-one coaching classes. Pag may tinanong na question that requires you to choose between agreeing or disagreeing, hindi ka para pumagitna. Kaya nga, agree or disagree question eh. Because gustong malaman ng examiner ano talaga yung opinion mo. Okay? At hindi ka magsasalawahan. You have to take a stand. Choose whether you agree or disagree on a certain subject and justify your answer. When we say justify, provide reasons to make me believe why you agree. To persuade the reader or the listener, why did you agree or disagree on a certain subject? Sa mga babae, mahihirapan kayo dito because we all know women are so indecisive. Mga babae, really, right? Women are very indecisive, especially take her to the shopping mall. She will definitely take hours and hours deciding what she wants. It's normal. Don't worry, it's organic. We all experience that. But the thing here, hindi mo pwedeng pagganahin yung pagiging indecisive mo pagdating dito kasi mauubusan ka ng time, girl. And time ang kalaban natin. Time management, right? Make up your mind, provide what is needed, provide the reasons why you agree or disagree, and make sure na you also provide examples. Because examples can help support your stand. Share personal examples to support your response. It's okay to share personal examples. Yes, this question instructs the student to include examples from their life while arguing one side. One side lang, oh. You are only ought to argue one side on a particular position. Tsaka guys, kapag agree or disagree question, ang ganda nga nun eh. Mas gusto ko pa tong kind of instruction na to kesa sa discuss both sides. Because this is so time-consuming. Pero yung agree or disagree, madali lang yan. Pili ka lang if you agree, state your reasons, state facts, state supporting details. Tapos. Examples, of course. Why? Kasi if pipilitin mong sagutin yung both sides, I disagree because, I agree because, it's too time-consuming. Makakain na masyado yung oras mo. Okay. So, ayan na. Na-discuss ko naman ng maayos yung mga samples ng magiging instructions sa writing activities. Again, common errors in writing. Number 1, poor question analysis. Writing without planning. Misunderstanding the instruction question. Okay? Thank you. It's okay. I'll take it later. Okay. Yeah, English then. All right. 10 a.m. mag-break tayo, guys, at 10 a.m. So we still have 20 minutes. Hindi ko na kaya. Nahihilo na ako sa gutom. All right. It's because I didn't eat anything before we started the class. That's why. All right, and then that's it. Now let's talk about introduction. Why is an introduction so important? Pero before I answer the question, why is an introduction so important? Let's talk about what is an introduction in a while. Writing an intro that does not respond directly to the essay question is problematic. Highly a big dilemma. Because first impressions last. Also, the introduction or your hook, yung hook po kasi, ang tawag doon, yung pinakaunang sentence na isusulat mo, yun yung hook. The purpose of a hook is to captivate the attention of the reader, or if you're doing a speaking activity, the listener, or your audience. The hook, or the first sentence in your introduction, will be the reason whether you make it or you break it. Kasi yun yung first na mababasa. Okay? Kung hindi mo na-establish ng maganda yung introduction mo, you will most likely fail the whole thing. Introductions are so important. How can you make an effective introduction? There are many ways. You can use famous quotations. You can use bomb facts. Example, according to the Guinness World of Records, yada, yada, yada. So parang umpisa pa lang, wow, galing, talino na ito. Di ba? So, pero wag mo namang imbento lang yung mga sasabihin mo, 'di ba? Make sure din naman na yung hook mo or yung fact na sasabihin mo will definitely be relevant to the question, okay? In the event you are given an IELTS question that requires a response written in an argument essay style, it is imperative you compose a clear and relevant introduction. Clear and relevant introduction. Nothing ruins an argument essay faster than a problematic introduction. Again, first impressions last. And if your introduction fails it, most likely, the whole thing will fail. Kasi, ganito yan. If you fail to capture the reader or the listener's attention in the very beginning, yung mood, it will drag it down. Okay? It's gonna go down. So, you have to kickstart with a good introduction. Introduction from the word introduction, the root here is introduce. Introduce, okay? Ibig sabihin, you're trying to introduce the topic or the discussion, the subject of the discussion, okay? From the word itself, introduce, gusto ko ito lang yung may ano. Yan. From the word introduce, you have to be able to give an idea of what you are going to talk about, of the subject. Sa introduction, hindi mo ibibigay lahat ng powerful info and facts. Sa introduction, unti-unti mo lang ipapakilala. So in Tagalog, introduction is about pagpapakilala. Alright? You're trying to introduce a certain subject. So, introduction is highly, highly important. Okay. Any questions about introduction? Actually, I can share with you yung material namin ng student ko when it comes to essay writing. Mga bata kasi yung estudyante ko, so ganyan siya ka-cute yung mga presentation namin. Ito yung sinasabi ko sa inyong sandwich method. Introduction. Everyone? Bakit ba ganun? I don't want it to be like that. Okay. Introduction. The goal of an introduction is to grab the reader's interest or attention. Attention grabber. Bring the general topic for that paper. Take note, general topic. Hindi pa yan yung main point, yung main part. Kaya, sa introduction, general muna yung mga ideas na sasabihin mo. Okay? Not specific, general. State the thesis statement or specific point of the essay. Okay? Thesis statement. It talks about the scope of what you're going to discuss. Everything clear? Grab the reader's interest, attention. Bring the general topic for the paper. Para kang gumagawa ng outline. Like, sa introduction mo, parang binibigyan mo na sila ng, ino-open mo yung window as to what they will be expecting in the body section of your essay or your answer. And of course, make sure that you state the thesis statement. Thesis statement is like, I will be mentioning the most important reasons why I will be discussing the important reasons why young people are currently into illegal drugs. So, ibig sabihin, ang i-expect ngayon ng reader, ang i-discuss mo lang ay yung reasons why young people are into illegal drugs. So, may idea na sila na yung body ng magiging essay mo is all about that thesis statement, which is reasons why young people these days are into illegal drugs. Meaning, you won't talk about teenage pregnancy, you won't talk about depression among teenagers. Hindi yun yung topic eh. So, malinaw sa thesis statement mo that that is your focus. So, yun yung purpose ng effective introduction. Mag-grab yung attention ng mga readers and listeners. Give a general idea of what will be discussed specifically in the body section. And of course, state the thesis statement, meaning kung ano lang talaga yung sakop ng iyong discussion. Clear? Kapag yan, hindi clear, sinasabi ko sa inyo. Charot. Bakit ba ganun? Kanina nakapa-vertical siya, ngayon naman nakapa-horizontal. Ayoko nga yun. Nayamot. Okay. Any questions when it comes to introduction making and why introduction is so important? If you have questions, please do so. I'm checking the chat box here, chat thread. So if you guys have any questions, don't hesitate to ask. I am more than welcome. I am more than open to questions and negative reactions if there are any. Okay, so I am assuming that there are no problems and no issues in this part of the discussion because nobody raised a voice. Okay. Okay. Madali akong kausap. Move on na tayo sa next. In the case of repeating words, what does this mean? Redundancy. Redundancy is not exactly repeating. Repeating kasi, uulitin mo lang yung sinabi mo. Redundancy now talks about using another word with the same meaning, and then you use it in one specific sentence, which makes it redundant. For example, oh, she's such a pretty, beautiful girl. Pretty na nga, beautiful pa. That's what you call redundancy. But here, we're just going to talk about, in the case of repeating words, don't be afraid to repeat words that appear in your essay question, in your thesis. Okay. For example, do you agree or disagree that students should be required to study a language in high school? I think the question is asking about if students are required to study a foreign language in high school. So your introduction can be, I agree that students should be required to study a language in high school. Is it okay? Yes, it's okay. All too often, students try to paraphrase important keywords and phrases from their questions in their thesis, and this typically alters the original meaning to a certain degree. Repeating words from your question will help ensure your examiner sees direct link between it and your essay. So, maaari ding maging problematic ang pagpaparaphrase ng important keywords sa introduction. Kasi maaaring mabago yung meaning. Okay? It can alter the original meaning to a certain degree. So, if you want to just repeat the question by saying, I agree that the student should be required, or I disagree that the students should be required to study a language in high school, it's okay. There's no problem in that. Okay. Example. Task description. Globalization has offered numerous possibilities towards communicating with others. Considering the many benefits of technology, snail mail can be lost in the future. Stan, agree or disagree ka ba? The worldwide innovation has positively affected the mode of communication of people nowadays. However, my belief is firm that the conventional way of sending out messages should not die out. Okay, ni-reinstate mo, pinaraphrase niya actually dito. It's being paraphrased. Worldwide innovation, does that actually, is it parallel? Is it parallel? Is it parallel to globalization? Yes, it is. So, tama yung pag-paraphrase. As long as tama naman yung pag-paraphrase mo, there's no wrong in doing paraphrasing. Okay? Ang kulit naman, no? Bakit ayaw? Anyway, you get my point. Globalization, worldwide innovation, same thing. Offered numerous possibilities, has positively affected. Same. Towards communicating with others, mode of communication of people nowadays. Pinaraphrase niya, after paraphrasing it, sinabi niya yung opinion niya. My belief is firm that the conventional way of sending out messages should not die. So, ayaw daw niyang mawala yung snail mail. So, the stand is, ayaw niyang mawala yung snail mail at okay lang, ang sinasabi niya dito, okay lang naman yung globalization. It does have positive effects. But the thing is, ayaw niya daw mawala pa rin yung traditional way. Okay, we will be discussing a little more after a short break. Mag-break muna tayo ng 5 to 10 minutes and let's be back after that break. Okay. So, let's proceed. Trying too hard. This is one of the problems among examiners. Yes, trying too hard. And the thing about trying too hard is that it's pretty obvious that you're trying too hard. The main reason why you are taking the IELTS test is for you to be examined if you can communicate effectively. Hindi ito pabonggahan ng vocabs. And hindi din ito pahirapan ng vocabs. Because if you try too hard, there's bigger chances that you commit mistakes along the way. And ang reason lang naman kung bakit ka nag-IELTS is because you want to prove that you can communicate eloquently and effectively in a sense na magkakaroon ng maganda at matiwasay na communication. So, gustong malaman if you are qualified na maging effective communicator. Pero it doesn't mean that you have to try too hard. Ibig sabihin nito, sa writing area, hindi mo naman kailangan gumamit ng sobrang lalalalim na English. You can just use mid-difficulty or something that would, like the words that you can use are words that can actually deliver your thoughts. Make your thoughts clear. Kasi minsan, when you use really, really complex vocabulary, it looks problematic and it looks like you're trying too hard. So some people think that intelligence is innate while others think that we can improve our intelligence through learning. Discuss both views and give your opinion. Again, let's take a look at the keywords and the instruction. Ito yung instruction. Discuss both views. Again, ibig sabihin nito, you can talk about the two sides of the topic. And another instruction is, give your opinion. Ang topic, some people think that intelligence is innate. Intelligence is innate. Yan yung main topic. While others think that we can improve our intelligence through learning. Agree ka daw ba na ang talino ay natural sa isang tao? Or do you think na talagang kaya lang tumatalino ang isang tao is because may opportunity, privilege siya to be exposed in environments that help the learning process? So, dalawa yung stand dito. First, likas daw ba ang talino ng tao? Yung pagkapanganak pa lang niya. Innate means pagkapanganak. Pagkapanganak pa lang, meron na siyang ganong quality, yung talino. Do you agree na yung tao daw? Because it is scientifically proven that genes and the DNA of a person can be transferred. Right? Ibig sabihin, if your parents have high IQ, most likely, you will also have. But then again, may isa pang opposing fact here, opposing opinion, which says, ang intelligence lang daw ay nahahasa. But it says here, the instruction is, discuss both views. It doesn't say agree or disagree. It says, discuss both views. And then, after mo i-discuss yung parehong topic or two contrasting ideas, then give your opinion. Again, you have two things to do. Discuss both views, give your opinion. Ngayon, ano ba ang isang example ng trying too hard? The ultimate capacity of the mind has been an enigma since the primordial existence of a man. In light of this, a split in the voice of the people juxtaposes the proverbial nature versus nurture debate. Napakalalalim. Saan ba kinuhang baul yan? Diba? Proverbial nature versus nurture debate. This essay, with an attempt to scrutinize both paradigms, concurs that since intellect is limitless, it can be harnessed and it will through different faculties of learning. Madaming baon. In short, madaming baon. Okay. I know some of us, we are the kind of people who go the extra mile. We are the kind of people who want to go beyond the standard. Bida-bida, ganon. Hindi, joke lang. Hindi naman bida-bida. Ano lang, like, we like going the extra mile. And there's no harm in going the extra mile, okay? There's no harm. There's no negative connotation when it comes to going the extra mile. Actually, maganda nga yun eh. As an employer, ang hinahanap ko sa aking mga trabahador ay yung mga may kusa. Yung mga, yung tipong hindi mo naman pinapagawa pero gagawin. Ganun. Di ba? Going the extra mile. And employers see that kind of effort. However, there is also harm in trying too hard. Magkaiba po yung going the extra mile sa trying too hard. Okay? And the example given here shows a clear description, a clear example that trying too hard can actually put you in a very bad situation. Bakit? Baka naman mamaya mali-mali yung mga pinagsasabi mo dito dahil sa pa-impress ka at gusto mong gumamit ng super complex vocabulary. Okay? You can use simple words. Okay? As long as you are sure na hindi nagkakamali sa mga sinasabi mo. You are sure that what you're saying is actually something that would be effective. Okay? Pinahirapan mo pa yung mag-check ng test mo, eh, no? Isa-isa niyang chinek yun sa dictionary. Yeah, so what I'm saying is, it's okay to go the extra mile, but no sa trying too hard. It applies to life. It applies to everything in life. Don't try too hard, okay? Kung ano lang kaya, yun lang. But I'm not saying din naman na, wag kang mag-exert ng effort. What I'm saying is, tansyahin mo lang. Like, you have to know how to balance, you know? All right. Now let's check other ways, or these are some tips and guides on how to write effective introductions in your answers in the writing subtest. So, in writing one sentence introduction, you have to make sure that there are two important sentences that should be included in the introduction part. First is the general statement, meaning, kagaya nung pinakita ko kanina, pinaraphrase yung task description and binigay yung thesis statement or yung stand. So, paraphrase, and then give your stand. The given example is this one. Pinaraphrase niya to with this. Tapos, binigay niya ang kanyang opinion or ang kanyang stand. All right? So this is a clear example of what says here. Two important sentences that are found in the introduction part. The paraphrase task description and the thesis statement or your stand. All right, example. It is inevitable that traditional cultures will be lost as technology develops. Technology and traditional cultures are incompatible. To what extent do you agree or disagree with this view? Again, let's pay attention to the instruction given. Agree or disagree daw. Do you agree or disagree? Binago niya lang yung sentence, pero ang ibig sabihin niyan, do you agree or disagree? Okay? Hindi lang niya ginamit yung do you agree or disagree, but sabi niya, to what extent do you agree or disagree with this view? Ang pinaka-task dito, you're going to give your stand, whether you agree or disagree. And as I was reiterating earlier, huwag tayong indecisive. Make up your mind. Panindigan mo yung sagot mo. And justify it with reasons and examples relevant to the idea of the task. Understood? Sabi dito sa example, it is inevitable that traditional cultures will be lost as technology develops. Hindi raw maiiwasan ng mga tradisyonal na kultura ay maaring mawala na because of technological development. So, it says here, ang technology at ang traditional cultures incompatible, meaning hindi sila compatible, hindi sila swak. Okay? They don't go hand in hand with each other. They contrast or oppose each other. So, nag-a-agree ka ba? The task is asking you, to what extent do you agree? Do you agree or disagree? Now, your introduction can be something like this. Some people believe that technology developments lead to the loss of traditional cultures, and I partly agree with this assertion. Na-paraphrase ba? Yes. Binigay ba ang thesis statement o ang stand? Yes. This is the paraphrase part. And this is the thesis statement. Ma'am, hindi naman yung two sentence eh. Actually, two sentences siya na kinumbine lang ng word na and. But the thought is there. Okay? You guys following? Any questions, violent reactions, please do not hesitate. But parang mas makulit ako dito sa virtual classes, no? Kesa sa personal. Okay. Gets niyo yung point, di ba? This is an effective introduction. And it's also a safe way to introduce your writing or your answer. Model introduction. When we say model, kahanga-hanga, pwedeng gayahin, magandang ehemplo. Okay? So this is a model introduction. Why am I even explaining that stuff? Kasi naman, I feel like I'm just talking to nobody. Nobody's responding to me here, even sa chat thread. Okay, this is a model introduction. Please read. Okay. Some people believe that Some people believe that technological developments lead to the loss of traditional cultures. Andito pa rin tayo ha. Introduction to. I am generally in favor with this assertion, while it may be true in the case of some societies. Others seem to be unaffected by technology in the modern world. True to life. Sobrang gandang introduction naman nito. Maiksi lang. Substantial? Check. Concise? Check. Na-reinstate ba or na-paraphrase ba yung main idea ng topic? Check. Naibigay ba ang thesis statement? I am in favor. In favor. It means I agree. This is another way of saying I agree. Check. Naibigay mo ba ang iyong opinion? Wait. Was it asking for the opinion? Yeah. Kasi, agree or disagree, di ba? So now, sabi din dito, to what extent? So, ibig sabihin, you can choose to agree or disagree, but then, may sinabi siya dito, it may be true in the case of some societies that others seem to be unaffected by technology and the modern world. So, may mga tao pa rin daw na ID gap. Hashtag ID gap. Do you guys know what ID gap is? It is a song by sino nga kumanta ng ID gap? I forgot to charge my phone pala. Dua Lipa. Kayo na lang mag-google kung ano ibig sabihin ng ID gap. So some people, sinasabi niya dito that some people, ID gap sila sa technological innovations and modern world. So if you have friends who are still using phones with keypads, sila ang mga unaffected by technology and modern world. Wala silang pakialam. Ang gusto lang nila makapag-text at makapag-call. Okay, that's what it means. Okay? So this is a very good introduction. Okay. Another sample. Let's have another sample. It is inevitable that traditional cultures will be lost as technology develops. Technology and traditional cultures are incompatible. To what extent do you agree or disagree with this view? Ay, inulit? Okay, yun na rin yun. Ito yung kanina, guys. Ito rin yun. Example ng task. So this is the task. And this is the model introduction. Okay. Now, there is an unclear trend and unrelated ideas. Ito yung mga kailangan yung i-avoid. Unclear, being loss of clarity and not being related. These are the things that you have to avoid when writing your composition. In IELTS, writing task 2, you need to show your own opinion with a clear thesis statement. Huwag tayo sa malabo. Yung mga MU na yan, malabo yan. Yung mga situationships na yan, don't give it a chance. It's just gonna drive you crazy. My point here is have a clear thesis statement. Pag walang label, hindi yan clear. Why would you even bother? Right? Know your worth. Naging ano na eh. Naging relationship coaching na pala to. Ah, IELTS pa ba to, ma'am? Huy, hindi pala to IELTS. Okay, yeah. What I'm trying to say is, make sure that you have a clear thesis statement in the beginning and support that opinion with related topic sentences in each paragraph. So, ito yung pinakita ko sa inyo kanina, guys, sa isa kong PPT for my student. Kita nyo to? This is the sandwich method. Sa introduction, andyan yung hook, yung sentence na makakapag-catch ng attention ng iyong readers or listeners, and then you have the general idea of how you're going to introduce your main point or topic, and then your thesis statement, yung scope ng kung ano man yung i-discuss mo. And then paragraph. Point 1, topic sentence. Point 2, topic sentence 2. Point 3, topic sentence 3. What am I trying to say? What am I trying to say? Teka lang, ba't parang nagagalit ka, ma'am? Joke. Hindi ako galit, okay? So it says here, support that opinion with related topic sentences in each paragraph. Let me show you another example. Just so that you guys... Okay. Ito yung pinagawa ko sa student ko in our writing class. And I'm just gonna show you because it is relevant as well. Let's say, pinagsusulat ka ng essay sa writing subtest. Ano nga pangalan ng student ko? Ang dami ko ng students, hindi ko na maalala. What's his name again? Okay. Ryan. Okay, so my student's name is Ryan. Okay. So, ito, tinuturuan ko siya kung paano gumawa ng essay outline. So, ang kanyang thesis statement is reasons why I love table tennis. Meaning, he will come up with 3, kung gusto niya ng 3 paragraphs, 3 topic sentence din. But each paragraph must have 1 topic sentence. So, para naman hindi siya malihis sa kanyang pinaka gustong iparating sa essay niya, you have to make an organizational outline, organized outline. Kaya naman, sa body niya, meron siyang 3 paragraphs, topic sentence 1. Reasons. So, ang thesis statement niya, 3 reasons why I love table tennis. So, first reason niya, it's a good exercise. So, ang sasabihin niya lang sa paragraph na to, he will only discuss reasons why table tennis is good for one's health. Okay? Ayan, sabi ko, ito yung topic sentence niya. It's a good exercise. So you have to discuss why table tennis is good for one's health. You're not going to talk about why table tennis is fun. No. The topic sentence 1 is, it's a good exercise. So meaning, i-justify mo bakit mo nasabing good exercise ang table tennis. So the answers, pasensya na, yung student ko kasi nagsulat nito, so ibig sabihin nito, barok-barok yung English niya, mali-mali grammar. Pero okay lang yan kasi nagra-writing activity kami. Sabi niya, table tennis is good for our thighs because playing table tennis makes our thigh muscles stronger. Is it related to being a good exercise? Yes. Table tennis is good for our heart. Cardio daw. Maganda yung cardio exercise daw ang table tennis. Is it related to the topic sentence that table tennis is a good exercise? Yes. Table tennis is good for our brain. Ina-exercise din daw ang brain. Our brain is technically part of our body. So, is it related to the fact that table tennis is a good exercise? Yes. Dahil may topic sentence siya, hindi siya nalihis ng landas. Hindi siya nalihis sa pinaka gusto niyang iparating. Kaya naman, move on tayo sa second paragraph niya. I mean, second paragraph ng body. Kasi yung first paragraph niya is his introduction. So second paragraph, what I'm talking about is the body having 3 paragraphs and each paragraph having 1 topic sentence. Okay? Let me just make that clear. Sumasakit na ulo ko. Alright. So sa topic sentence number 2 niya, another reason daw why table tennis, but love niya ang table tennis, this is his thesis statement ha, reasons why I love table tennis. Another reason daw, it's super enjoyable. Now, he's going to be stating facts. How do you have fun while playing table tennis? Playing table tennis is fun because there are simple rules. Oo nga naman, ba't ka mag-e-enjoy sa isang game na komplikado, di ba? Pag simple, enjoy. We can score by attacking and balancing, hitting the ping pong ball back and forth. To me, table tennis is one of the easiest sports to play. Masaya daw ang table tennis. Nag-enjoy daw siya sa table tennis because madali siyang laruin. Pasok ba yon sa scope ng topic sentence 2? Definitely. Pasok yon. And then, sabi din niya dito, when playing table tennis, we release happy hormones. That's why it's enjoyable. Totoo. Any sport or athletic activity, we release endorphins. We release endorphins. And endorphins are happy hormones. Kaya sa mga nag-workout dyan sa gym, or even if you go jogging, probably outside, biking, cycling, you release endorphins. Is that fact related to his topic sentence 2 that table tennis is enjoyable? Yes. Hindi na naman siya, again, hindi siya nalihis ng topic, right? Now, his third topic sentence, spending quality with my dad. That is the third reason why his thesis statement is he loves table tennis. 3 reasons why he loves table tennis. First, it's a good exercise. Second, it's super enjoyable. And third, he gets to spend quality time with his dad. Ngayon naman, ang pag-uusapan lang natin dito, how he spends quality time with his dad. So again, yung paragraph niya na to, meron na naman siyang scope. Kaya naman, hindi siya malilihis ng ideas. Yung thoughts niya, organized. Okay? So it says here, on weekends, I always play table tennis with my dad. Because weekends is the only time that I play table tennis. I can play table tennis because on weekends, I don't have school and my dad is not going to work. O, diba? In-explain niya dito na pag weekends daw, bonding time nila yun ng papa niya, ng dad niya. Kasi yung dad niya walang pasok sa work. His dad is a neurologist, professional doctor, ang dad ni Ryan Coe. But he spends quality time with his son. Aww, that's so heartwarming. So yeah, ang cute, no? Nagkikwento yung student ko about his family. I think we are both good at table tennis. I can only play table tennis because on weekends, I don't have school. Mapapansin nyo, marami siyang mga redundancies and repetitions. Kasi first draft niya pa lang to, okay? Huwag nyo namang husgahan yung bata. First draft pa lang to. Pero after revisions, ayan, ni-revise namin. Revised draft. Papakita ko rin sa inyo kung ano yung final outcome ng kanyang essay. Hindi kayo makakapaniwala that an 9-year-old boy did this. Are you ready to be shocked? Okay. Ganito kahusay siya magsulat ngayon dahil sa kaka-lesson niya I'm not saying that I'm the reason why he's improving his writing skills, but technically, that's it because I'm his teacher. Okay, papakita ko sa inyo yung yung final output ng kanyang essay. So, ang essay niya is my favorite hobby. Ano ba kasi ito? Ayoko niyan. Maguloy. Okay, dyan. Ito na. Are you familiar with table tennis? Ito yung hook niya. Hook. Yung sinasabi ko sa inyo kanina. A hook can also be a question. As long as it grabs the attention of your readers or listeners. Are you familiar with table tennis? It is one of the most enjoyable sports. In my opinion, it's a fantastic sport. Did you know you can play it outdoors and indoors? I can play it anywhere I want. So today, I will tell you 3 reasons why I love it. Ito ang tinatawag na thesis statement. Nasa introduction ba siya? Yes. Ngayon, ito na ang kanyang 3 paragraphs. At ang bawat paragraph niya has a topic sentence. Pero syempre, hindi ko na nilagay topic sentence 1. Essay na kasi ito. Ito talaga yung ano niya, yung pinaka-output niya. First, table tennis is good for our thighs because playing ping pong makes our thigh muscles stronger than before. It is good for our hearts too. It is because playing it makes our cardiac impulse increase. O di ba? Laki ng improvement pagdating sa hindi na siya repetitive, hindi na din siya redundant. It is good for our brain too, because we should think and plan when we play table tennis, so our brain can get healthy. Very simple English, not trying too hard, not using too heavy vocabulary, pero nag-gets ng nagbabasa. And that's what's important, that you can communicate your thoughts effectively. And one way for you not to be able to communicate your thoughts effectively is by trying too hard. Okay? As you can see, ganyan lang siya ka-simple. Pero understandable, concise, may organization of thought. Take note, 9-year-old lang to. Ikaw, kaya mo yan. Right? So, I feel like sharing my experiences with my online students is relevant to this topic. I don't think it's off topic, kaya naman, I hope you guys agree with me. So, yun yung ibig kong sabihin dito. That you have to make sure that you avoid unrelated ideas. And one way to avoid unrelated ideas is to make topic sentences in each paragraph. Some students will give neutral opinions and unrelated points. That will greatly affect the writing score because it lacks coherence and logic. Pakinggang mabuti. Kapag daw, ano ba? Kapag daw, yung opinions mo is very neutral, ibig sabihin ng neutral, hindi mo malaman kung agree ka ba or disagree kasi neutral nga eh. Ibig sabihin neutral, nakagitna. Okay? Kapag daw you're providing neutral opinions and unrelated points, it will lead to a lower score. Because malilito sa'yo yung mag-check. Ano ba talaga gusto mo? Agree ka ba or hindi? As I said, don't be indecisive when giving your stand. You have to stick with it, justify it, expound it. Got it? Because if you don't, it will lack coherence and logic. Coherence has something to do with how organized your thoughts are. Kung in-theme pa ba ang mga pinagsasasabi mo? Okay? Gigil yan. So, coherence also talks about the consistency of what you're saying. So, definitely, if hindi ka consistent, that's confusing. Diba? Kagaya ng mga sinasabi ko kanina, like yung mga situationships, MUs, malabong ugnayan. Those are not gonna work out. Those kinds of relationships are not gonna work out because if you want a relationship to work out, you have to be communicative. You have to be consistent. Right? Hindi dapat neutral. Dapat meron kang piliin. That's what I'm talking about. Okay. Make sure to avoid unclear and unrelated ideas. Yung accent ko, wala na. Nagiging Filipino accent na. Pagod na kasi ko eh. Oh, we have 30 minutes left. For all the latecomers, nag-start po kami ng 8:15. So, we will end at 11:15. All right? Hang on. Okay. Lalabas nga pala ako ng bahay at 11:30. Tapos yung phone ko, 10% na lang. I got carried away. I forgot to charge it. My bad. I need my phone pa naman to take photos. Kasi, as I said yesterday, pero that's not the reason why we're having a Zoom session right now, ha? Napaka, napaka unprofessional ko naman if I'm just gonna cancel the one-on-one session just because I want to go to an event. That's not the reason. The reason why we're having a Zoom session today is because the facility at Cabanatuan City, yung office, yung classroom natin doon, face-to-face classroom, will be used for a more ko naman sinasabing more important. Important din naman kayo, guys. What I'm saying is, more useful occasion, such as it will be accommodating some participants who are actually in need of a classroom. So that's why we resorted to having a Zoom session today. And that's okay, right? Don't worry, next week, back to face-to-face. I really enjoy our face-to-face classes, by the way. I don't know if you guys enjoy it, but I do. Sana kayo din. All right. Another example. Most people have forgotten the meaning behind traditional or religious festivals. During festival periods, people nowadays only want to enjoy themselves. To what extent do you agree or disagree with this opinion? I believe that this is a very culture friendly topic. Why? Nasa kultura nating mga Pinoy ang mga piyestahan. Pista ng mga santo-santo, flower festival. Well, I'm not saying that only Philippines has those kinds of festivals, but Philippines is most likely to celebrate these kinds of festivities, right? So, this is a relatable topic. Okay. Again, let's look at the instruction. To what extent do you agree or disagree with this opinion? Again, it's asking you whether you agree or disagree. It means choose one. You only have two choices, whether you will agree or disagree. So, ang topic is, most people have forgotten the meaning behind traditional or religious festivals. Nakalimutan na raw talaga, bakit ba tayo nagse-celebrate ng mga fiestas? Is it really just for the food? Is it really just because the mayor can afford to invite a very famous celebrity para manood ng parade? Is it just because our fiestas are just because of beautiful and handsome women who grace the streets of your city or your town? Totoo nga ba na during festivals, ang mga tao daw ay gusto na lamang mag-enjoy? Pag fiesta, inuman! Uy, relate yung mga boys. Relate ba kayo dyan? O, di ba, hindi man lang kayo sumasagot dito? Ang tanong ko, relate ba kayo sa inuman pag fiesta? Sagot naman dyan, oh. Yes lang eh. So, yeah, that's what it means. Wala bang sumasagot? Hey, yes, ma'am. Yon! Meron na ding, hindi po, hindi umiinom. Niloloko mo kami, Rendo. Hindi totoo yun. I doubt it. I doubt. No. Present! O, ayan, nang-a-active nyo pag inuman yung usapan. Bakit kayo ganyan? Kanina, nung ang topic ay topic sentence, ang tatahimik, tapos inuman yung topic, ayan sila, oh, ang a-active, oh. Okay. May nagtanong, kayo po ba, ma'am, umiinom? Ay! Secret. Okay. So, right. Nag-a-agree ka daw ba na ngayon, hindi naman talaga importanteng i-celebrate yung santo eh. Ayun, ang importante, may red horse tayo. So ngayon, guys, you have to give your answer. Agree ka ba na ganun na lang ang mentality ng tao ngayon? Or disagree ka? Kasi may mga tao pa ring deboto at sagrado sa kanilang paniniwala at kanilang pananampalataya. Personally, we don't need to talk about religion here. But the thing is, it somehow kind of asks for your opinion about it. So, this is the sample. Some argue that we no longer remember festivals and that most of us just have fun. While I agree that enjoyment seems to be the priority during festival times. O ayan, nagkaroon siya ng, pinaraphrase niya yung fact na to. This has been paraphrased. Check. Paraphrasing, check. Nasagot mo ba if you agree or disagree? I agree that enjoyment seems to be the priority during festival times. I agree. Tama yan. Isa lang ang makikita ko dapat dito. It's whether you agree or disagree. Hindi ka dapat maging neutral. That people have forgotten what these festivals mean. Tanungin mo ang Gen Zs ngayon. Oh, fiesta sa inyo. Do you really know why we're celebrating this day today? To be honest, kahit ako'y tanungin mo, hindi ko rin talaga alam. But here in Nueva Ecija, I do believe that we celebrate Chinelas Festival. Since Nueva Ecija is the capital of slipper making activity. Eh, maraming gumagawa ng mga chinelas dito sa Nueva Ecija, di ba? So, where I'm from, Japan City, yeah. Kung ayaw mo ng religious topic or you don't want to tackle the religious side of the question, it's okay. Choose something that is not religious, okay? So yeah, hindi na nga natin alam kung bakit ba sineselebrate ang ano yun yung palaspas. Like, if you ask a random teenager, they wouldn't know the answer. Bakit ba may Ash Wednesday? To be honest, I really don't know. Hindi ako religious na tao eh. That's it. I'm not religious. I don't know the history behind these religious festivals. And probably because hindi rin ako lumaki dito sa Philippines. Kaya hanggang ngayon, di ko pa rin talaga alam specifically what those religious festivals are all about. Pero hindi ko naman sinasabing syunga ako at wala akong kaalam-alam, right? What I'm saying is, I just don't know the matter on a deeper level. Magkaiba kasi yung wala kang alam sa hindi mo alam yung pinaka-deep level eh. Di ba? So that's what I'm talking about. So this is what the topic is talking about. That people have forgotten the meaning behind the religious festivals or traditional festivals. It's true. I agree. But then, there is still a big population. Kung disagree ka naman sa sentence, sa ano na to, sa notion na to, if you disagree with this notion, you can say, I disagree. And then, state a reason why you disagree, and you can even state an example why you disagree. For example, I disagree that people people no longer value the real reason why we celebrate festivals, traditional festivals. I disagree because I do have relatives who are still practicing those traditional methods of celebrating a festival, a traditional festival. Ayun, nagbigay ka ng example. May mga relatives ka kamo na nagse-celebrate pa rin ng religious festivals at sumusunod pa rin sa kung paano yung method ng pagse-celebrate. Like, they're going to church, they attend a mass, they hang some palaspas. Ano ba yung English ng palaspas? Banana leaves. Designed ornaments. Okay, ornaments na lang, okay? They still design their houses with traditional ornaments. They still follow the festivities methods such as preparing Filipino delicacies during festivals. That's why I disagree that people have forgotten. Gets? Pwede ka namang mag-disagree eh. Make sure lang that you supply your answer, you sustain your answer with reasons and examples that are relevant and clear to what is asked from you. Kuha ba? Parang mas magaling ako mag-discuss pag nandito sa virtual room. Ba't kaya? That question is answerable only by me. Pero ganito din ako kulit kapag nag-online classes kami ng mga Korean students ko. I make it to a point that it's not so boring. And I make it to the point that they will definitely enjoy while learning. Because that's what's important. Ang boring naman kapag lang, no? Okay, another model introduction and thesis statement. Some people argue that the original meaning of festivals is forgotten, and that most individuals treat them as opportunities to have fun. While I find myself in accord with the idea that enjoyment is the priority during festivals, I do not believe that people have forgotten what these festivals mean. Ito naman, disagree to. Paano ko nasabing disagree? I find myself in accord with the idea that enjoyment is the priority during festivals. I find myself in accord, meaning I do not agree. I disagree. Pwede mo namang baguhin. Pwede mo namang hindi ilagay yung word na disagree. But there are other terms to use if you don't agree on something. I find myself in accord, or you can also say, in my opinion, the negative words such as not, or not in favor, or I have an opposing view of blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. I do not believe. Those are indications that you disagree. Again, it's up to you if you want to be creative with your words, okay? Again, ang ingay ng kapitbahay namin, no? So, na-paraphrase niya yung topic. However, binigay niya rin yung kanyang personal na opinion na disagree siya. Unlike, sa example dito, nag-agree siya. Okay? You can agree, disagree. Just make sure panindigan mo yung sagot mo. Huy, sana all pinaninindigan. Okay. Right. So we still have time to discuss wrong use of transition words. Pero you may be asking, Ma'am, what do you mean by transition words? What the heck does that mean? Sa mga mahilig mag-edit ng video, sino dito mahilig mag-reels? Sino mahilig mag-upload ng reels? Or feeling mo content creator ka? Sino dito wish goal sa buhay ay maging content creator? Ma'am, I'm taking up IELTS so that I can land a job abroad and finally I'll be a content creator because apparently there are so many Filipino overseas workers who become successful content creators. Why? Nakapangasawa ng afam. Charot. But yeah, it's a fact, right? Ano bang relationship na? Relate pa ba yun sa transition words? Okay, so what I'm trying to say is content creating entails you to know how to use editing skills in video. Okay? Sa mga marunong mag-video dyan, ano ang transition? Nababasa nyo yan sa mga apps, na video editing apps. Ano ang ibig sabihin ng transition? Any hands? Huwag niyo munang basahin. Ano ang transition? It is to change or move on from one statement to another. Sa video naman, kapag nag-edit ka ng video, yung kapag yung video mo, biglang nawawala yung previous video, tapos nag-a-appear yung next video, may iba-iba kasing transitioning style sa videos. Merong nagdi-dissolve, may nagfe-fade, may nagpo-pull out, may nagpo-pull in. Yun yung mga transition sa pag-e-edit ng video. Sorry, ang hirap pa-explain, no? Mahilig kasi ako mag-edit ng video, guys. I am a content creator. Just kidding. I'm not a content creator, but I'm an aspiring content creator. So if you want, you can follow me on Facebook and watch my reels. I do have a Facebook account, triptriplang.ph. I'm not tripping. Yun talaga yung name nung ano ko. That's the name of my Facebook page, triptriplang.ph. Okay? Later, I'm gonna show you para ma-follow nyo ako. Support Follow nyo ako Like nyo yung page. And then, another thing, probably you could leave a comment on my videos. Yeah! So, ano nga ba ang transition words? Balik tayo sa transition words. Transition words are used to connect your ideas in a logical way. Wrong use of transition words can influence the logic of your ideas. Let me highlight this fact. Wrong use of transition words influence the logic of your ideas. True to life. Pag namali po kayo ng gamit ng transition words, maaaring ma-alter ang ibig niyo pong sabihin sa inyong sinusulat. Kaya naman, transition words are highly important. Meron pong hindi nakamute. I-mute po natin. Ayan. List of some common transitional devices. And, again, then, besides, equally important, nor, to, next, lastly, further, furthermore, in addition to that, moreover, in addition, additionally. These are transitional devices that you could use in writing to make it sound more concise, more logical, and more coherent. Okay? Sample, sample, sample. So, ito pala. dapat kasi may space talaga dito eh. May category po kasi yan. Kung meron kang gustong idagdag sa gusto mong sabihin, these are the list of transition words that you could use. Like, additionally, and, again. Ngayon naman, if gusto mong mag-compare, if you want to compare two ideas or two specific things, you can use these transition words. Whereas, but, yet, compared to, against, balance against, vis-a-vis, but, although, conversely, after all, in contrast. Other hand, on the other hand. However, nevertheless, on the contrary, by comparison, meanwhile. All these you can add. Okay? Let me give an example first. Okay. It is believed that teenage pregnancy is caused by lack of awareness and educational exposure of individuals. Furthermore, lack of parental guidance is believed to be the main reason why teenage pregnancy is so rampant in our country. Next! Ngayon ko lang naisip yun, ha? Invento ko ba yun? Hindi, totoo din naman yung sinabi ko, right? So, I use the transition word furthermore. Why do we use transition words? To connect your ideas in a logical way, to create emphasis, and to add. Okay? To add more information. So, sabi ko, ang teenage pregnancy, ang kadahilanan niyan, lack of sexual awareness ng mga bagets, lack of educational exposure, kind of same thing, but kind of different as well. Furthermore, lack of parental guidance. To add, you can use these transition words. Di ba ang sarap pakinggan? Furthermore, in addition, meaning, wait lang, di pa ako tapos, may gusto pa akong i-add. Yon. Now, you want to compare? You use these. For example, the topic is Boracay Island is one of the most beautiful islands in the Philippines. It has white, powdery texture of sand. The ambience is so relaxing. The view of the crystal clear water is heavenly. However, I'm comparing. However, El Nido, Palawan is a more secluded area with less tourists. Do you see the comparison? First, I talked about Boracay, na napakaganda nga ng Boracay. Tapos bigla akong sinabi, maganda rin yung El Nido. At mas tahimik doon kasi mas konti ang bisita, ang turista. Di ba? Do you see how I use the transition word? Effective ba? Yeah, because I used it to compare Boracay and El Nido. I've been to Boracay, but I've never been to El Nido. Pero inimbento ko lang yon because out of my observance, mas crowded nga talaga ang Boracay compared to El Nido. I want to go to Siargao Island. Tara, beach tayo. Sino gusto pumunta ng Siargao? Jumoin na kayo sa aking tour package. Charot! Saan niyo gusto pumunta, guys? If you were to choose, let's say, may isang good Samaritan, hey, I'm giving you free, all expenses paid vacation for 3 days, 2 nights. Where would you want to go? Sige. Write your answers. Saan niyo gustong pumuntang beach or any local destination? Ayaw niyo sumagot. I'm trying to build an interaction here. What local destination would you like to go to in the Philippines? Kasi kayo magsisi-abroad na kayo eh. Nakakalimutan nyo ng Pilipinas. Ang ganda-ganda ng Philippines eh. Ang ganda ng Philippines. It's just that it's not highly maintained. Kasi pag nagpupunta ako sa mga tourist destinations, alam nyo yon, maraming mga basura, maraming mga kalat-kalat. It's because of the character and attitude of individuals, locals and tourists. So I do believe Philippines is such a beautiful place. It's just that, yeah. But anyway, yun nga, to compare, you can use these transition words. Starting the sentence or paragraph with contrast. Although this may be true. Although this may be true. And there are other transition words to prove, to show exception, to show time, to repeat. I believe that you will be provided with handouts kung gusto nyo pong ma-retain to. Or if you want, take a screenshot of it right now. Okay. And then, to emphasize, to show sequence. Yeah. Ayan, yung mga transition words. Kagaya nung ginamit ng student ko kanina sa kanyang essay. So, una, sabi niya na ginamitan niya ng transition words such as first, second, third. Okay? Also, to give an example. For example, for instance, in this case, in another case, on this occasion, in this situation, take the case off to demonstrate, to illustrate, as an illustration to illustrate. Okay. To summarize or conclude, meron din tayong mga transition words to summarize or to conclude. In brief, on the whole, summing up, to conclude, in conclusion, hence, therefore, accordingly, thus, as a result, consequently. Many people today migrate to other countries more than ever before. This is our last example for today. Many people today migrate to other countries more than ever before. And kapag kayo po, pinalad na po kayo sa inyong IELTS exam, isa na rin po kayo sa many people that will migrate to other countries. Next. Manifesting. Discuss the causes of this, including the difficulties of migrants, and offer a solution. Dami namang gustong mangyari. Yeah. So, it says here, the causes. Discuss the causes, including the difficulties of migrants, plus offer a solution. I-discuss mo daw yung mga dahilan kung bakit ang mga Pinoy, many people today migrate to other countries. Hindi mo lang i-discuss yung cause at i-discuss mo rin daw yung difficulties of migrants. Plus, i-offer mo daw ang solution. Dito papasok ang dinidiscuss ko kanina sa inyo, sa pinakaunang-unang-una, that you have to have good question analysis. You have to know exactly what the examiner is looking for. Because the biggest mistakes of students is not answering the question properly. Kaya naman, pag sinabing provide this and that, this and that, this and this, this and this, it means do it. Okay? Ayan, nahirapan na akong hanapin. Kung saan kasi scroll ng scroll eh. So ayan, guys, you get it, right? Discuss the causes. Bakit daw ang maraming tao ngayon nagmamigrate sa ibang bansa? Discuss the difficulties of migrants and offer a solution. Di naman sinasabing galing-galingan mo sa solution, opinion mo nga lang yun eh. At least, you will tackle everything that was asked from you to tackle. So bakit nga ba napakaraming tao ngayon nagmamigrate sa ibang bansa? Huwag na tayong magpaligoy-ligoy pa. Ask yourself, why do you want to migrate to another country? Ang kulit naman nito. Hang on, guys. Please write your answers. I'm expecting you to give your answers right now. Why people migrate to another country? Can you please share with us your answer? I'm waiting for your answers, guys. Guys, can you please give me a short answer? Bakit sa tingin nyo daw nag-a-abroad ang mga tao? Bakit gusto nilang lumipat at pumunta sa ibang bansa? Ano yung reason mo kung bakit? Because there's a better job opportunity, right? There are better job opportunities abroad. My country is useless. I'm just kidding, no. My country is not offering me a compensation that enables me to have a comfortable living. That's why I want to migrate to. That's one of the reasons why people migrate to other countries. They have found better job opportunities. Another reason is they have found a romantic partner abroad that wants them to live together. Nakahanap ka raw ng afam, girl. Oh, isa yung sa content. No, what I mean is, ang ibig ko sabihin doon, because of your partner living in another country, you are migrating to that country as well. Diba? Another reason why people migrate, because of war. May war sa kanilang bansa. So they are seeking refuge in another country. Okay, we have better job opportunities, romantic relationships, war. Another reason why people migrate to other countries is because of medical reasons, such as si Chris Aquino. Nag-move na siya sa Los Angeles or kung saan man siyang state nandun ngayon because her medical needs require her to go to live in another country. Another reason why people move to another country is because bet lang nila for personal purposes, for personal reasons, or just because they want to travel, they want to explore the world. Ganyan. Now, i-discuss mo naman din daw yung difficulties, which is language barrier, culture shock, discrimination. Diba? Now, offer a solution. Yung sa solution part, kayo na bahala doon. Ayoko nang mamroblema dyan. Kayo naman tong aalis eh. Hindi, joke lang. you have to, you have to be able to offer a solution. Okay? You have to be able to say, one of the reasons why, if we're talking about job opportunities being the problem in your country and you found better job opportunities abroad, well, I think the solution there is the government helping us with that kind of problem. Now naman, another problem is war. So ano kaya ang solution sa war? Let's choose love, not war. Siguro, ganon. Okay? Bahala na kayong sumagot doon. Pero ito yung sample sentence para hindi na tayo mahirapan lahat-lahat. A lot of individuals and the people all over the world who live in one country and region likes to migrate and live to another country or nation for their families. In fact, Many people who live or stay in their home countries want to live and work elsewhere due to the benefits and advantages of living abroad. Napakagandang sagot, pang Miss Universe, oh. Let's clean it up. Hindi naman pala siya yung appropriate answer. Meron palang mas maganda. Kailangan i-identify mo rin na may mga grammatical errors ka, which is repetitive use of transition words or wrong usage of conjunctions. Okay, I would like to further discuss this. However, we're lacking time right now. Pero teka lang, last na. Tapusin ko lang tong example na to and then we're gonna end. May mga tao pa ba dyan? No, we still have few participants left. A lot of individuals. Ang mali daw, and the people all over the world who live in the country and region likes to migrate and live. Bakit naging mali yan? Napagkadating idea sa isang sentence, oh. Pinagsama-sama. Pwede mo namang pagbukod-bukurin. Okay? So, kinross out dito yung a lot of individuals and region and live in another country, and advantages of living abroad. So, binago, people all over the world who live in another country likes to migrate to another nation for their families. In fact, many people who live or stay in their home countries, o ginamitan ng in fact, this is for emphasis. It's a transition word. Many people who live or stay in their home countries want to live elsewhere due to transition ulit yan, to show emphasis, the benefits of living abroad. Okay? Kulang pa yung thought na yan. Hindi pa yan complete. Kasi, ang inihingi, causes, problems, and solutions. So, kailangan ma-provide mo yung mga hinihingi. Okay? Because there are problems, there are effects, and there are solutions. Kaya naman, ito ang best answer. Many people today who live in their home country are interested in the idea of migrating to another nation for their families. In fact, they want to live elsewhere due to the benefits of living abroad, and there is no sign that this will stop anytime soon. However, the migrants encounter difficult challenges, but there are ways to solve such predicaments. May mga challenges daw na na-encounter ang mga napepetisyon sa abroad. Okay? So, ito yung introduction niya. Ito yung sumunod. And then, of course, grammar mistakes should be corrected as well. However, guys, we can no longer tackle the rest of this at napakahaba pa. We can continue it on our next class, our next lecture. And 3 hours na din po tayo dito. Thank you for all of those who stayed until the end. Hindi niyo ako iniwan. Okay. So, thank you for all the participants. Thank you for actively listening. Hopefully, naging helpful itong discussion na to sa inyong lahat. Especially, it will be helpful for your writing subtest. Okay. I'll be seeing you all on Thursday on our face-to-face classes, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So, again, maraming hindi nakapag one-on-one coaching this week. Kaya naman, I encourage you guys, practice, practice, practice. It's Saturday today. You have Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. 5 days until we meet again. Okay? So I will be accepting 5 candidates per day for the one-on-one coaching after the lecture. Thank you all. Have a great weekend. Enjoy! Happy Chinese New Year! Uy, ayaw niyo mag-picture? Mag-picture naman tayo. Si Jade, di pa pagbibigyan.